Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. I'm staying warm and cozy. How about you? Hello, Cindy. Good to see you. Hi, Donna. Good morning, Philomena. Hello, Pam. Oh, good. And you're already sharing. The giveaway, I don't actually have an extra in the house, but I do have it on order and it's coming Wednesday. See these pretty little snowflakes? I'm going to divide a pack of those to do as our giveaway on Thursday. Hello, Elaine. Good to have you here. Hi, Pauline. Good morning. Oh, we have so many watches already. Great. Well, you guys must be kind of interested in this card. Well, it's seasonal, snowman season. It's actually 20 degrees outside right now. But our snow did kind of go away. I mean, there's still some scattered little snow patches, but at least here in Lino Lakes, Minnesota, it's looking pretty bare again, thank goodness. It's too early for snow. Hello, thank you, Rhonda, for sharing. That's great. Hi, Donna. Oh my goodness, she is on her way to Florida and is watching in her RV. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Oh, I kind of wish I could trade places with you. Hello, hello. Okay, so I have cards to share. I have things that came in my mailbox. I will share those. Oh, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to share some swaps from my team members first. So this uses the Winter Wonderland medley, and I think it's so cute. It looks like a present, doesn't it? It has the tag on top. And then it's kind of divided into 4 quadrants. And then each quadrant has its own designer series paper. Do you recognize what this is from, the Christmas medley? So pretty. So this can be found in our, this is one of the carryover products from last year, and it can be found in our August through December mini catalog. So thank you so much, Dawn Michaels, for this really pretty swap card that you shared with us. And another swap card from a downline member, this one, Tammy Nelson, and she used, I just want you to know that silver mesh ribbon is not just for Halloween, it's very tinsely looking. So you can put it behind a sentiment like Tammy did on this card. Have a really cute embellishment on your card. So I love this card from Tammy, thank you. And then I have a card that I received from Cindy Berghus. She is in my downline group and she sent me a Halloween card. I love getting Halloween cards. They're so cute. So this one has the little pumpkin and the kitty peeking out from behind. And I love that she used washi tape on the back of her envelope. And it kind of coordinates with the card, doesn't it? So this is super cute. Thank you so much, my dear friend Cindy who's in my downline group. She was so cute because she wasn't actually one of my customers. She just joined out of the blue in my group. And then she sent me this very sweet card, and on the inside she said she was so honored to be on my team, and that just makes me feel so happy. Thank you so much, Cindy. And then another card from a downline member. This one is from Grace Ball Fans, and she knows I like whiskey. Shh. She made a really cute whiskey card for me. Isn't it darling? So she colored this with Stampin' Blends, and she actually just added to her Stampin' Blend collection, she said. So she wanted to go ahead and try them out right away. So super cute card from Grace. I love it. Thank you. And then we have a group in Stampin' Up! That is called Sudden Response, and it's if somebody has some kind of tragedy, such as their basement floods or their home goes up in flames. Well, this is a thank you card from someone who lost their home in Oregon due to the fires, and it is from Jeanne, and I had sent like 4 packs of different embellishments for her because she lost her whole stamp room and everything. And so we demonstrators got together and just sent her a bunch of things that she can use when she restarts her Stampin' Up! Business. And so she gave me a card and really wrote a really nice, sweet note on the inside. And I think this is from a Oh, it's been a few years back, but this is a card that uses one of the Memories and More cards, and it says embrace the detours. I love how Memories and More cards don't have to be used just for scrapbooking. They can be used for card making as well. And I just love it. It's such a beautiful reminder of no matter what life throws at us, you know, we sometimes just can't change things as much as we would like to. We just have to go forward. And so she just sent such an appropriate card. So thank you, Jeanne Kohler. All right, and I was in another demonstrator swap, so I'm going to be sharing some of those cards over the next few days because these two cards in particular use designer series paper. I'll show this a little bit better, but it's debuting on November 1st for our customers, and it's our classic Christmas 6x6 designer series paper, which I'll be using on the card today with Snowman season. So the paper looks like this. So it's got the cherry cobbler, the Sahara sand, and the shaded spruce. And this uses that postage stamp punch, and I'm just not really sure of the name of it because I actually don't have it. But I really want it after this card. You know how sometimes you just think, oh, I don't need that. And then you get a card or you watch a video and you think, oh, what was I thinking? Of course I need that. So here's the card, and it's the Curvy Christmas with the cute little designer series papers all punched out and put in the background for an adorable card. I love it. And again, these are all products that will be debuting on November 1st. So you're getting some sneak peeks from me. Here's another one that uses the curvy dies along with just a really pretty peek through to the shaded spruce paper in the background there. All right, so I think, do I have it all covered? I do. I have today's mailbox and swaps covered. So I'm going to get up and flip this camera down and we'll get started making our cute little snowman card. So just bear with me a minute here. Okay, here's our cutie card. And I have it already done up in 2 of the designer series papers, and we're going to use 2 different ones today. So this card is just something fun. I actually did it as a mystery card during our demonstrator meeting this past month, and the gals had no idea what eventually was going to happen. So it was really fun to see their versions of the mystery card. Something again that we do in our Creative Crafters Stamping to Share demonstrator group. So if you're interested in joining, I can't encourage you enough. We are very close, and just whether you're a lurker or whether you're a participant, everybody is welcome. All right, and here again is that classic 6x6 designer series paper. And today I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to use these stripes here in the cherry cobbler, and then these, well, I thought they were tree branches. Now I realize they are upside down. They are actually little evergreen trees. So I'll make sure I get that on the card correctly. And then here is the stamp set. Now this does come with a Snowman builder punch that you can purchase separately. But we're going to just be using a couple of these. I love this little guy throwing the snowballs up in the air. He's my favorite one of this whole stamp set. So we'll be using him. And then we're going to use Merry Christmas on the inside panel and hoping the season builds heartwarming memories on the outside, because playing in snow, that's what it's all about. If you're a kid, playing in snow is fun. So we're going to celebrate those memories of playing in the snow. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get, wow, I have a couple of extra ones here. We are going to get our card base prepared. So this is thick Whisper White. And it is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and then I've scored it at 5 1/2. And I am just going to fold this in, and we're going to get this to lie flat for us. In fact, every single sheet of paper that's Whisper White on this card is using the thick Whisper White. And it's nice because we're going to be doing a ribbon wrap on it, and it's nice to have a little bit of a sturdier paper. And it stamps beautifully, so we'll be stamping on it as well. So let me take this little tag off. The next thing we're going to do is we have a layer of again, thick Whisper White paper, and this is what we're going to be building our scene on. And so this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And again, thick Whisper White. So I have it here. Maybe I should get, do I have a Stampin' Mat? I think I do. Hold on. We'll bring this in so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. And then we have the Designer Series paper that's going on top of it. Again, the classic Christmas 6x6 Designer Series paper. And this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Now, I hope I told you what this one was. This is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I just want to point out that this is going to create, when you compare, a very small 1/8 inch border all the way around. And the best way to get a really nice even border is to just go ahead and use multi-purpose liquid glue, because then you have that chance to wiggle it into place. So I'm going to flip this over, and really any of these sides would work on the paper, so you'd really have 8 different choices for each of these colors of paper to create this card. So you could make multiples of this card and not actually get bored making it, because it just depends which pattern you bring to the top. So we'll get that in, wiggle it into place. That's a nice fit with a fairly even border all the way around. We're going to do the same thing with this one. And again, there's kind of a fun pattern on the back, but we're going to use the diagonal stripes today. And just set that in, and again, just wiggle it into place. Multi-purpose liquid glue is just, it's just a godsend. I am grateful for it. All right, there we go. So we have this done. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to finish out and stamp our inside panel. So let me just share with you what we're doing with that. So again, I have some coordinating paper that will match the outside of the card. This is cut at 1 inch by 3 3/4. So we'll bring our card base in, and we'll just again use multi-purpose liquid glue. Set that in, and this time you're going to want to make a little bit, you want to make sure all 4 borders are even. I'll just go like this so you can get a good look at how that works. Because this is a little bit shorter than what we normally use, you're going to want to bring it a little bit more over to the right on this left side. So we'll do the same thing over here. Let me go ahead, add the glue. Such a simple, easy card. There's just a few little cuts that you need to make in advance, but everything about this card is easy, so it's fun to make multiples. So if you have anyone on your Christmas list that has small children, this is going to be a great card to send them, because I think it just celebrates youth with building the snowman and everything. I know my kids, when they were little, they just loved to build snowman. So we made quite a few as they were growing up. All right, so let's go ahead and get that Merry Christmas stamped on the inside. I'm using some cherry cobbler. And I have the Merry Christmas here ready to go. We're going to stamp that on the inside panel. So we can just center it in then between the right and left side. And it stamps beautifully. Look at that great font. Isn't that wonderful? Love the font in this set. Actually, Stampin' Up! Has lots of good fonts. They do stay really trendy with their fonts. There we go, another Merry Christmas. So we are done with the inside panel. Now let's work on building the outside panel. You know, we had all those different little panels. So I think what I'm going to do is stamp our main image, the little snowman with the sentiment above, since I have the inks all ready. So this panel is 3 by 3 1/2 inches. And let me grab my ink. Oh, some of you are just so good about sharing and commenting. That's great, because that's how you get into the drawing, which I will do on Thursday and give away the little snowflakes. So what I'm doing is I'm just stamping a really sweet sentiment on the outside. It says, hoping this season builds heartwarming memories. We're going to do the same thing over here. And again, this is our thick Whisper White paper. It stamps just beautifully. I think sometimes we're just so caught up in the idea that we have to use thick Whisper White just for our card bases and then regular Whisper White for everything else. Kind of depends, you know. If you're not too much in a rush, the thick Whisper White stamps really well. You just have to let it sit there a little bit so the ink has time to, you know, kind of soak in. It's more like our regular cardstock as far as thickness. There we go, all done. So let me get this ink closed up and out of the way. And I'm doing the whole day today apparently without getting ink on my fingers. So that's kind of fun and nice and good for me. Yay, that's a win. All right, so let me get this out of the way. Then we have a couple more panels. You know what, I do need to bring this back in. White on white, you just can't see what I'm doing. So let me grab those other two panels that we're going to be working with. And we'll do this one first. So this one is 3/4 inches by 3.5 inches. And we're going to take some somewhere on my table. Here it is. I considered sending this along, but you know what? Look how almost out I am. You can see through to the bottom of the roll of ribbon. So that needs to get on another order. But this ribbon looks like it has snowballs in, so it works perfect for this card. Because, like, it's so cool, the little snowballs. Perfect for a snowman card. So I'm cutting it just a little bit longer than my strip of thick Whisper White. And then I'm going to take some tape, and we're going to tape this up. And we have these little snowball. I know this is hard to see, but when you have it in your hands, it's cute and very impressive. So we're going to just wrap this around. So no tie-ons, oh, no bows. This is like easy card. Easy card. So what we've got here is just a little bunch of snowballs coming down. Looks super cute with this whole card concept. So we're going to do the same thing over here. Got some Scotch tape. We just wrap it around. And look at there. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Look, see how those little snowballs match? I love it. All right. Whoops, there we go. So that's one of the panels that we're going to be putting on our card. Then we have this other little set of panels here, 1/2 inch by 3.5 inches. And this we're going to decorate with little snowflakes. So I've got my snowflakes here. These are little self-adhesive sequins because, you know, those sequins that come all loose, those are great for shaker cards. But they're kind of a pain if you have to put a glue dot on every one. So I get really excited when Stampin' Up! Brings out sequins that are self-adhesive because, like, so easy. All you have to do is take your pick tool and you're just going to drop these on. So we're going to put a whole bunch of them on to this little 1/2 inch by 3.5 inch panel of thick Very Vanilla. And then we're even going to add more next to the snowman. So he's going to be juggling not just snowballs, but all the way through there's going to be some sweet little snowflakes to kind of carry the theme. There we go. So there's one panel done. Now I'm going to work on this next one. I know this is a little bit tedious unless you're the one doing it. If you're the one doing it, then it's lots of fun to do because who doesn't like putting sequins on something, particularly self-adhesive sequins. And these are so sparkly. They have a little iridescent shine to them. So they really catch the light really nicely. So there's our second panel. Then let's grab our little snowman panel and we're just going to scatter some of those around so that they look like they're falling from the sky, because there's nothing more fun than to make a snowman when it's still just snowing a little bit outside. And actually that's when the snow sticks really good. If it's warm enough to snow, then the snow is probably wet enough to make a snowman, because if you're in Minnesota, you realize there's all kinds of snow out there. And if it's too cold, the snow doesn't even stick together. And then it's really hard to build a snowman. All right, so, or even to make a snowball. There we go. So we have him all juggling snowballs and snowflakes, and look at how cute that is. All right, so now there's really not much left to putting this card together. So I'm going to get out the panels here that I said we were going to use, and we're building everything on these panels. So for the little snowflakes, they're going to go on the left. I'm just going to set those in so we have everything sort of where we want it. And then here's where the snowman comes in. So he's going to go on the right side, like this. And then we have our cute little ribbon wrap that looks like snowballs. So it looks like this. All right, so now all that's left to do is to get some dimensionals on here, because everything's going to be sitting on dimensionals. So as you know, I play smart now. I have all of my dimensionals pretty much ready to go. Don't have to waste time with the peelies. So what I did is I just took 2 silicone craft sheets and cut them to the same size as the dimensional pack, and then I took some packing tape and pulled all of the peelies off at one time. So that makes it really easy for me on a Facebook Live to grab these off. There we go. So we've got the first one. So we're going to set that in so everything is kind of even here. It's a little hard for me to see because I'm not, oops, I have to pull it towards me so I can see what I'm doing. Otherwise the camera is kind of in the way. So I'm going to try it one more time. And I think that looks pretty good. And then we'll do this one. Again, I have to kind of pull it my direction in order to see what I'm doing. And I think that one looks good too. All right, and then now you know that when you are setting things up and you want to, like if you have 3 things, the last one to put on is the middle one, because that can always be, you know, put in the middle. But if you put it here and you don't get it quite measured right, then this is going to look more off. So always start on the outside edges when you're layering up. So I'm going to put dimensionals onto this long skinny piece. I thought I had a few more edges, but I really don't. I could use some mini dimensionals, but if I'm careful, I can use the bigger dimensionals and it'll work fine. So again, we're going to do the little sequin panel next. Ooh, that one got a little close. And we'll just do 3. There we go. Oh, you guys are so cute. Ah, you are loving it. I am so glad. Yeah, my downline loved it too when we did it as a mystery card. We did it in 3 segments, so they didn't really realize which segment they were going to be working on until that segment came up in our demo meeting. So it was pretty fun. Everybody really enjoyed it. In fact, they enjoyed it so much, they were begging me that we should do this every month. So we're going to. We're just going to do it every month and have fun with something like this every month. All right, so let me go ahead. We have just one more panel to do here. And this one I don't have to be quite so careful with because it is a 3/4 inch panel, so I can go a little bit bigger. And I have more room for air. And one more in the center. Now, okay, so as I mentioned, if you leave the middle panel for last, that works out really well, because it's easy to center the middle panel. So just put that in so it's right in the center. We'll do the same thing with this one over here. Almost. Just didn't quite have that where I wanted it. There we go. There we are. Aren't they cute? Okay, now we just have to put it on our cards. So we're going to do that with multi-purpose liquid glue. Because with thick Whisper White, you can use glue because the glue lines won't show. The paper's just that thick that it's not going to come through. So just get that in there right where you want it. And that looks perfect. Then we're going to do the same thing to this one over here. Just a skinny little strip all the way around. And we'll set this in. Boy, I didn't check my insides and I was like, oh no, did I put the wrong top to the wrong inside? But I didn't. Ooh, luck was with me today. Let's get this centered in. That looks pretty good. Almost pretty good. I gotta fuss with it just a little bit more. There we go. All right, so there are the two really cute snowman cards that I will be sending out to 2 winners. So I will do the drawing on Thursday. Again, to get into the drawing, all you have to do is comment, let me know where you're watching from, share it on your timeline, and let me know that you've shared. And then I'll pick a couple of winners on Thursday. So thank you, everyone. It's great to be here. You have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.